lonely in Tokyo. Neon can light the up. Reach out and need a bug. We know where to go. And it's all because of you. And it's all because of you. Sunset right left to my beat. Ooh. I like the move right with me, baby.
And today, continuing from last week, I want to do a dance special with you guys. So last week I introduced old school, which is the origin of street dance, and it was rock, pop, and soul dance, which is like what it's called in Japan. So I want to introduce other genres of dancing and how they evolved, influenced by those old school dances. So before we going into that, let me sing my song Lonely in Tokyo. And this song is very versatile and it will be danced to many genres, but how would you dance to it if you're a dancer?
Please don't take my love away.
Lonely in Tokyo, neon can light the up. Reach out and need a bug. We know where to go. Lonely in Tokyo, black suits gon' people up. They never give it up. There's no place like when I see $5 on the table. I know my mom's so wasted, so unstable. When I go to the 24-hour store, everything tastes so plastic. I don't wanna eat no more. But baby, they goes my phone. How much to be alone? What do I do? Where do I go? One more drink, I'll grab a coke. One little thing I won't crush my soul. To your back, how can I say no? We are lonely in Tokyo. Neon can light the up. Reach out and need a bug. We know where to go. Lonely in Tokyo. Black suits gon' people up. They never give it up. There's no place like so I dance. Lip syncing on this stage. Sing the lyrics they made. Trapped in a golden cage and I pose. Half naked on the cover. Photoshop like no other. I'm loved but I got no lover. Baby, they goes my phone. Why won't they leave me alone? What did I do? Where do I go? Dress me up just like a doll, but they don't know me at all. It's time to stand up and say no. We are lonely in Tokyo. Neon can light the up. Reach out and need a bug. We know where to go. Lonely in Tokyo. Black suits gon' people up. They never give it up. There's no place like home. Money can solve my problems. Money don't make no change. Buy my CD just to hold my hand, but they don't even know my name. They never let me complain. Just my body on the brain. I don't need nice things, shoes or rings to be myself and do my thing. We are lonely in Tokyo. Neon can light the up. Reach out and need a bug. We know where to go. Lonely in Tokyo. Black suits gon' people up. They never give it up. There's no place like home. Lonely in Tokyo. Lonely in Tokyo. Thank you.
I want to show you what middle school is. And middle school is called old school hip hop. in many countries, and it's only called middle school in Japan. So don't mix it up with middle school between like the elementary school and high school, but it's called only the middle because it's the middle of the era of old and new school. And so the reason why Japanese people call it middle school is very simple, and we call post Michael Jackson to 90s hip hop middle school, and the dance to this era of music is called middle school. Here is one of the best songs to dance in middle school, which is called Jump by Kris Kross. Do you know the song? And many musicians and dancers are influenced by middle school hip-hop dance all over the world, not only in Japan, and that's like the origin of hip-hop. So let me play you. I didn't know that this song is sang or rap by like kids. Yeah. And their like stage presence, like charisma is like on such a point. Those like like those kind of like repeating the same pattern on drum machine. It was called middle school in Japan and old school hip hop and all over the world, like the rest of the world. From my perspective, I think so. Yeah. So that's the middle school, as known as old school hip hop, and it's like the origin of hip hop. And in that era, the revolution of hip hop kept going and going, and many new kinds of hip hop music style with rapping and beat was born. And in the flow, hip-hop dance also invented many subgenres, and that's what we call new school hip-hop. And the most famous and unique new school is maybe New Jack Swing. And here's maybe the biggest New Jack Swing song, Every Little Step by Bobby Brown. Let's go. Okay. So this is Every Little Step by Bobby Brown, and those like the beat, hip hop beat with swing was very popular, and this genre was called New Jack Swing. And those steps, kind of like each of them has the name, but I don't remember though. But like those kinds of steps are called new school hip hop, and also it's also called New Jack Swing. Yeah, I wanted to tell you that. Like the beat is unique and catchy, so the step with it is also powerful and catchy. And also in Japan, many legendary dancers started to dance from new school hip hop. And so Japanese dance, especially musicians and idols, are strongly influenced by this genre. And for example, the agency of exiling e-girls called LDH, do you know? Is famous for dancing New Jack Swing from a long time ago. So with that in mind, I can understand the reason why they danced to Running Man and it became a huge sensation in Japan, right? So the next genre I want to introduce is R&B. And recently, I went to the radio in Tokyo, and the personalities were teen dancers. And we talked about some like stuff about dancing and music and singing, some kind of things. And so during the talk, we were asking each other what kind of dance we are dancing. And one of the girls said, "I'm doing an R&B dance." I was so shocked because when I used to go to taking like dance lessons in dance studios, there's no genre such as R&B. But I got the idea the moment I heard it, like it's the dance where the backing dancers dance on the stage with R&B musicians. And when you search for your favorite R&B songs choreography on the internet, you'll get tons of cool ones by the professional dancers. So here's one of my favorite, Rihanna's Who Needed Me in choreography. Like, R&B has such a strong message to the song, so they just express those feelings into the dancing. So like they shake the booties by like hitless, that's like expressing the lyrics, right? Never could imagine, like imagine. Just like expressing lyrics is very common in choreography of backing dancers, and I really love it. Like needed me and pointing to yourself. Yup. Yes, and the attitude they have, such a strong and awesome, right? In the last episode, I talked about the Japanese musician Daichi Miura and his acapella dance with his dancers, Shed Kings. Sorry, that's the real name for them. And their dancing style is also very R&B, and it's like a mixture of soul and hip hop, and very beautiful. So here's the video of them dancing together in acapella with no sound. Okay, that's like so unbelievable to me though. So after they dance with the track, they're dancing with the acapella. His like dancing and vocal skills are for sure, but dancers backing up him is like so awesome. I don't know what is going on though. It went super viral in Japan, of course. It should be, it must be. I don't know, they're dancing by the noise of the feet. Wow. So, here, let me sing one of my favorite R&B songs, and it's Because of You by Neo. And I have been a huge fan of him since I was very young, like 3 or 4 years old, and his sound is so iconic in the 2000s R&B. And once I met him as an interviewer when I just debuted, and it's one of my memories that I'll never forget. And he was so sweet and kind, and I've never felt so lucky to speak English in Japan. Like, I've never. It was like the most lucky moment that
Want to, but I can't help it. I love the way it feels. That's got me stuck between my fantasy and what is real. I need it when I want it. I want it when I don't. To myself, I start every day knowing that I won't. I got a problem and die. Even if I did, I don't know if I could, but I thought it I'm taken by the thought of it. And I know this much is true, baby, you become my addiction. I'm so strung out on you, I can barely move, but I like it, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because never get enough. She's the sweetest drug. Think of it every second. I can get nothing done. Only concern is the next time I'm gonna get in some. No, I should stay away from good. It's not good for me. I tried and tried, but my obsession won't let me leave. I got a problem in time. Even if I did, I don't know if I would quit, but I thought that I taken by the thought of it. Hey, and I know this much is true, baby. You become my addiction. I'm so strung out on you, I can barely move, but I like it, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because never get enough. She's the sweetest drug. No day, strong, ooh, hey, of you, because of you, and it's all because of you. Never get enough. She's the sweetest drug, and I know this much is true, baby. You become my addiction. I'm so strung out of you, I can barely move, but I like it, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because of you, and it's all because never get enough. She's the sweetest drug. She's the sweetest drug. Thank you.
And with the growth of hip-hop music, house music was also invented in the same era. And following that, house dance was born in New York, the same place where hip-hop music was born. And house music's beat is faster than other dance music. Like, so what should I call? Like, if R&B music is like maybe like 80 to 100, I guess. But house music usually have like 128 BPM, and it's faster. So house music, house dance is mostly about making cool steps and switching your gravities to left and right feet. And this style was born naturally by dancers mixing many genres such as hip-hop, breaking, salsa, and capoeira. And as in the last episode, I was talking about taking a step in breaking dance is super hard, but this house dance is all about that. So it looks very light and fun. Like if you watch upper side of your body, it looks like very like light, and like she or he is like taking the beat, but the beats are like like when you try it in your feet, it's gonna get tangled. For real. I'm not lying. So here's the video of one of the biggest house dancers, MamSon, in Paris. So let's go. Wow. So like he's taking a step, they taking a step by like do 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 and like by their feet. Yeah, they're like expressing the beat, electronic sound by their body, and I really love it. Like the dancing is always about like slow and fast combination and the balance of it and connecting it to the music, and his style of those steps and balance is like perfect. He's like doo doo. It's so cool. It's super cool, right? So that was the dance called house dance. You know, it's all about the step. And actually, I'm planning to learn it. House dance, because that's the house dance and breaking is the only genre that I've never learned in dance studio when I was young. But now breaking, talking about breaking, I'm kind of scared about getting hurt of my like neck and wrist or something, because you know, house dance, especially like I love house music, so I'm planning to learn it. If I learn it, I'm gonna show you guys. Yup. That's the dance, which is officially defined all over the world. But after the establishment of genres, we mix all the genres and make our own original styles, like calling their styles as jazz hip hop or hip hop jazz or street jazz or something, or I don't know what else we have. But however, music and dance is always evolving, and I'm seeing many new genres. So from here, let me introduce some of them with my opinion. So first one is called para para. Para para, should I say? It's Japanese culture, and it's the genre to dance with super fast music, like faster than house music, such as Eurobeat, trance, and techno, which always have like 150 to 160 BPM. So it's, you know, 128, 100 is R&B, 128 is house music, and 150 is techno or trance. So it's very fast. You know what I'm saying? And it developed with the culture of Japanese gyaru, which was huge around 90s to 2000s. And do you know the Yamamba culture, which was really popular back then? Like, at that time, high schoolers became like influencers, and they had their own popularity, like nowadays Instagrammers or TikTokers, through the blogging, and they even earn money from it, like affiliating those like ads. It's completely same as nowadays Instagrammers and TikTokers. And Gyaru had the communities called circle, and we shorten the word Gyaru circle and Gyarusa or something like that. And they often do the club events by themselves, like borrowing the places and selling tickets. And at the club, they played Eurobeat and they danced together. That was the huge cultures for teens in Tokyo. And in my opinion, para para is similar to voguing, which concentrates on posing. Like voguing is like that, like that, right? Crossing, like posing like a cover of the Vogue. But para para is more like some kind of like cheerleading kind of thing, in my opinion. And also, people who dance to it is mainly amateurs, so it had to be easy to dance. So the step is very simple, like step right and left, like left, right. So like think this as a beat, left, right, left, right. And the hands are very catchy, and it's posing. It's about posing. And here's the video of para para. I'm gonna show you guys. Like, you know, they're like, the feet are like stepping only right and left and stopping, but like, is it about like mimic the image of Arabia? You know, it's all about like right, left, right, cross, pose. Like, you know, it looks complex but easy to do. That's the point. And look at how they wear school uniform. Like the skirt of them was super short. When I dig in the culture of para para, I feel the similarity to nowadays TikTok culture, because like, you know, those cute people with huge influence dancing with simple choreography, like, I don't know, like do you know, like those kinds of I don't know, I'm not familiar with this, and I'm like the Goodbye Sengen, which I danced and I posted on the reel, like it's very simple, right? And they are mimicking all those like lyrics by the choreography, only expressing with the hands. So I think that's very close to the TikTok culture nowadays. And para para, I really love it. I really want to try it. So, like R&B musicians, since the development of dance and music, many of them started to dance and sing at the same time with the choreography. And K-pop idol groups are a great example, right? And they always sing and dance at the same time with such a massive energy, and their choreo is always super catchy. So it's like the mixture of R&B and para para or TikTok. You know what I mean? And also they're trained for performing as a group since they're so young, and the choreo is made for them to look in sync. So here's the video of IZONE, which is a female idol group made of K-pop trainees and Japanese idols of 48 group, which is like AKB48 or what else? SK48 and then B48. They had a audition called Produce 48. Have you ever seen it? So look at how their choreography is in sync. In the formation, it's super perfect. Completely, like, perfectly symmetric. And I think this IZONE's great point is that they have different heights. Each of members has different heights. Like, I heard one of them is Japanese member only have 150 centimeters, which is shorter than me. I am kind of like short person. I only have 154, but shorter than me. And it's dancing to the members who has 170 centimeters. So like there was like kind of this kind of height difference. But They didn't feel like it. And there's many steps like looks like posing like tu, right? So they think the degree of it. Like if you put your arms to vertical to the floor, it's 90, right? And it's 45, and it's 0, or like 180. So you train to fit those degrees in the training. That's the training for the K-pop idols. So like I heard that they are doing the training to raise your arms horizontally to the floor like this for 5 minutes. It's super hard. Like, try it. I'm so scared only by talking about it. It's super scary. But like in those training, and also like keeping the formation is also the including in the training, and like those formation, timing, and choreography, everything makes the idols looks like in sync. It's calculated, you know. It's not about like born naturally. It's calculated by professional choreographers, professional idols members, and trainers. It's super art masterpiece. I love it. So today, as the last song, let me sing Butter by BTS by acapella. Have you ever heard of this song? I remember the choreography, like left to my feet. I like baby, you know those like kissing movement is so hard to do it with stylish. Like it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like a bird if you do it wrongly. I only have bass right now. I'm gonna play you. That's the low part. Okay. Right.
Oh, when I look in the mirror, I'll make your heart into two. I get the superstar closer. Ooh, signs and right left to my beat.